And I just gotta say, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will attempt to eat the diet of the world's heaviest woman. Oh.
Fully completing this challenge is gonna be close to impossible because Susan's diet has more calories and more items than the world's heaviest man's diet. Today, I'm attempting to finish the world's heaviest woman's daily diet, and this is meal 1. A typical breakfast for Susan Aman is 4 to 5 donuts, 4 to 5 potatoes made into hash browns, a full package of bacon, 4 corn dogs dipped in nacho cheese, and a 7-egg ham and cheese omelet.
Susan eats around 11 times what the average person eats in a day. My strategy to get through this challenge was to break this up into 4 separate meals.
All right, donuts are down. Those were tasty.
After the donuts were down, I moved on to the 7-egg ham and cheese omelet.
How could I forget? Who's team ketchup on eggs? Comment down below.
I made sure to enjoy this omelet as much as possible because I had a feeling my taste buds were about to get bombarded.
All right, the omelet is down.
After the omelet, it was time to get to the 4 corn dogs dipped in nacho cheese.
This is a ridiculous amount of cheese.
Unsurprisingly, the first corn dog tasted amazing. After working my way through the first few corn dogs, I got an idea.
All right, so our bacon is fully down.
Next, it was time for the biggest breakfast item, the hash browns. Instead of using ketchup, I decorated my hash browns with some nacho cheese.
Gotta do what I gotta do. Boom.
Now this combination was spectacular. These hash browns tasted amazing, but a few minutes later, I realized that eating all this cheese so early on definitely wasn't a smart decision.
All right, this cheese was a bit unnecessary.
I decided to make a call for my own stomach's sake.
That was rough. It's about 1 o'clock right now, which means I have about 11 hours until the end of this challenge.
Since I didn't finish the cheese, meal 1 was a fail. On the plus side, I was 20% through Susan's diet. A few hours later, I had a pizza at my doorstep and it was time for meal 2. The next item will probably come as a surprise, strawberries.
Thank goodness Susan had some strawberries to help cancel out some of the calories. Everyone, it's about 4:10 right now, which means I have about 7 hours and 50 minutes left. The good news is I'm 50% through this diet. The bad news is the next 2 meals are gonna be even harder than the first and the second meals.
Unfortunately, Five Guys' bacon cheeseburger is one of the highest calorie burgers in fast food, which was gonna be a problem. But I had an even bigger problem to worry about in the next meal, because Susan ate 6 avocados made into guacamole. If you know me, you'll know that avocados are one of my most hated foods, and I had to eat 6 of them.
Everyone, this meal is gonna be incredibly tough because I have one of my least favorite foods on planet Earth on my table right now. But every item I can get down is a step in the right direction.
It took a little while, but I was able to finish the rest of the mac and cheese.
All right, well, the mac and cheese is down.
Next up was another surprising item, 3 bananas.
Shout out to Susan for allowing me to get some potassium in today.
With how full I was at this point, I knew that these bananas were